And it's alive! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Groove LemonAid number 55. This is a Q&A where myself, David Lemon, um, answers the questions that you guys have regarding Groove. Anything that you have regarding Groove. Some questions I can answer immediately. Some questions I would need to point you to the support so they could look into your specific account for a specific issue. But we're trying to get you guided so you can find the answers as soon as possible. That is the goal of these Q&As, and we are doing it for 55 times this year already. Yeah, usually you during these Q&As I also give an update what's happening with the development of the software, and today is not going to be any different. So if you are tuning in watching, you're going to find out what's the story with the dev team and the dev tasks, which a lot of people find interesting. So that is the intro for today. I can see already people are tuning in. Welcome, guys. I can see Tyra Hoyt is watching us on YouTube on the TV. Perfect. Thank you very much, Tyra, for tuning in. I also see Martin Guda here. Hey, Martin. It's good to have you here. Yeah, so that is it. In case you have any questions for me, please drop them into the comment section of this live stream. I'm going to answer them in a moment. I just wanted to give you a quick update on what's happening. So starting with everything, we are going to be doing an announcement. We finally managed to get our pre-production server up and running today, and hopefully tomorrow or on Monday we're going to deploy all of the changes that we were kind of still needed to test. So we finished a couple of deployments, or actually a couple of fixes and a couple of improvements and features for GroovePages and for other apps, but we couldn't test them properly because one of our pre-production servers that is needed for properly testing if something new will break something old wasn't working properly. Now the technicians and the server guys managed to get it sorted, and now we can test it properly before deploying it, which is exciting because you're going to see a lot of new changes coming into the builder and the app next week. Next week we are going to do that announcement, but what already went live is I can tell you that GrooveKart now has direct integration with ShipStation. I'm going to show you in a moment on how to work with it, or where to find it, but on the announcement I'm going to do an announcement properly for it, and I'm going to show you how to connect it in there as well. Also, we had a couple of changes for GrooveMember version 2 with a new video component. We also fixed some typos and fixed some. We added some changes like the cloning of lessons and chapters and things like that, which is quite interesting. A lot of people were asking for that, so that's already available. So before we go any further, I'm going to just show you where to find the ShipStation integration, and that's not a lot of platforms that they do that. Have a direct integration with ShipStation. Most of the times it's just an extra app you need to either buy or kind of add on to the system, but we have added it for everyone. It's available without any kind of payments. We use ShipStation Connect, and this will require so ShipStation Connect is means that it's not a direct integration with an app from ShipStation. So when you go and kind of set up your store in ShipStation, it's not going to be a logo. You won't find GrooveKart logo, but you type in connect, and that's what we use for connecting. I'm going to do an announcement about that, but for those people using ShipStation, they will understand what that means. So when you go into your GrooveKart store, you go to apps, app manager, and in here you're going to find a new app that was added, and that is ShipStation. Just scroll down a little bit, and here we have it. So ShipStation integration, just turn it on, and now you will see a cogwheel or a gear icon, as they say it. You'll be able to configure it. You'll need your API and your API secret key from ShipStation. You'll be able to select a different store that you have connected to ShipStation. And then when you're setting up your ShipStation account, there is also a postal code. Once you set this up, you're going to have a ShipStation shipping method added immediately inside the shipping setup. That's basically going to handle all of the shipping on your store. So let me just see shipping method. As you can see, I turned on the ShipStation app, and that immediately added a ShipStation delivery for me. So that's kind of going to automate all of the shippings when somebody finishes the checkout. Again, that's just an intro I wanted to show you in case you were waiting for that. Now it's available. Go ahead, you can use it. I'm going to do a full-on kind of explanation of how to connect it in the announcement video that is going to be coming soon. That's it for GrooveKart. I'm going to very quickly show you what's happening with GrooveMember. GrooveMember version 2 got a couple of updates, and that is for the courses. We also manage the memberships for your membership site. When you when you go in to customize your membership site, the colors weren't saving, for example, in the header or footer, but now they are saving. Now it is without any issues. So if you go to templates and you go to customize this template, in the custom settings, you can change the colors, and the colors are going to be saved. A lot of people reported that, so that's why I'm just mentioning it. When I do the announcement, I'm also going to close the opened tickets that reported this one. So let me just show you one more time. If we come back to the customize, you can see that the yellow and the black are staying. So there we go. That is fixed. We also worked on mainly on the builder. So this is the builder for your membership area, and in the builder here we added on a couple of new things for the outline. For example, clone and delete buttons. These were missing. Also on the lessons page, we added inside the edit section a place where you can pop in a featured image. The featured image is going to be showing, you can do custom for each lesson that you have. It's going to be showing in the upper right hand side corner, basically this place here. This is going to show the image, so you can just create these images for your own courses or for your own lessons if you want to kind of personalize them. Yeah, so that's it. We also added a new video component where you click into the video and then it basically loads in your Groove videos. There's a still work going on here because at this moment it loads the video itself, but we don't need the video. We just really need the thumbnails. So that's going to be also worked on and fixed. And there are some misalignments. Not sure if this is also on your end, but here on my end I can see some misalignments. But anyway, it loads in the Groove videos. If you scroll down to the bottom, you will see all of your videos here, and you can add on external videos by just pasting a URL link here. We'll very soon add an embed code as well, where you can just embed videos from different platforms around the internet. Like if you have your own player, for example, you'll be able to add that into the membership as well. And uploading of videos directly to GrooveVideo, that's going to be available as well very soon. The team is working on that. What else? Oh yeah, we brought back, there were issues with a plus icon over here. In certain cases, when we added some changes, you cannot see it from my back, but this plus icon for adding in the images and videos and code and buttons, that was not working properly. But now it is actually doing quite all right. Okay, so you can add on buttons and things like that. So it's quite cool. So yeah, that's about it. Not a lot of changes went live, but some corrections. We are working hard with the devs on the access levels and on the GrooveMember.net, as I mentioned a couple of times in the past Q&As. But we'll still continuously doing changes for the builder to make it faster, better, more responsive, and just easier to manage. Yeah, that's about it that went live so far. Everything that is coming still, I'm going to do an announcement as soon as it is out, and as soon as it has been tested properly. So I'm going to go over to the Facebook channel. There we have a couple of pre-asked questions, and I'm going to ask them, or I'm going to first answer those. Let me just see. That's not the good way to do it. Let me share my screen to see what I'm doing. So I'm just clicking on my profile image here just to find the come on, here we go, this post over here. I'm going to click on the time, close this one, zoom in. Here we go. We can see Hamza has a question. Hi David, I have an ebook as my main product. Order bumps, upsell 1, 2. My question is, how can I deliver those products? Do I need 4 thank you pages where I will put my product links? And also, I saw a step in GrooveSell called files. I don't know how it works. Sorry for that much number of questions. No worries, Hamza. What I would recommend is just create a one thank you page and just say thank you very much for your order. You will receive an email with your purchase, or with information or something like that. If you have set up your products in GrooveSell, like you actually selected that the fulfillment is an ebook, or you selected the fulfillment is a webhook or integration or something like that, that is going to be delivering the product. If you haven't yet, I'm going to show you what you need to do. So let me just log back into GrooveSell more specifically, and I'm going to just point you in the right direction over here. The files that you found inside GrooveSell, this is where you actually can select a file in order to deliver it and fulfill that. So basically, if you're selling an ebook, you can upload a file of your ebook, like a PDF, for example, into Groove, and then here in the step number 8, fulfillment, in the product setup of Groove, you can select a file that was already uploaded. So if you haven't uploaded anything yet, that's happening in GrooveMember. So if you go to okay, just a moment here, GrooveMember, you go to files, and here you upload your files. So as you can see, I have a couple of files already uploaded, and all of these will show up if I come over here to Groove in order to select a file. Okay, so if you are delivering a PDF and you want Groove to handle the fulfillment for you, you can just go to GrooveMember. Step 1, go to GrooveMember, upload your file in the files section. Okay, so file section, upload a file. Step number 2, go into GrooveSell. In the number 8, fulfillment, select files, and then you will see your price points. In case you have multiple price points or just one price point, just add your file in there. Okay, and this way you basically have set up your fulfillment. What this means is, if somebody purchases this product, this PDF will automatically get delivered to the customer by Groove, so you don't need to do anything else. There are other types of fulfillments, like for example, if you upload all of your products that you may have, like an ebook or the upsell product that you have, the downsell products, the order bump products, you upload all of that into a membership, and you can deliver this membership. So you could do that through just clicking the add a new membership option, and then you basically select a membership that was created within GrooveMember. Okay, you could also go with an integration, like for example, you set up an integration like MailChimp. So you can set up an email sequence in MailChimp where you actually say, hello, welcome, thank you very much for ordering this product, here is a link where you can download it. So this integration creates a connection between Groove and a third party application, and basically integrates them so that if somebody buys from Groove, the integration sends out an email or whatever to fulfill that. And webhooks, this is a bit more technical, but it works the same way. It delivers the product through another software. So that's basically how you would do that. Now you have a full-on funnel flow. That means um, the main product, you have an order bump, you have an upsell 2, and you want to deliver all of those. So you will need to go into each and every one of your products and set up it. If it's a file, you set up those files. If it's something else, then you would need to set those up in order to deliver them. In case you need any more guidance, you can reach out to our support team or just ask in the Facebook community. People would be able to kind of guide you more in case you need it. So hopefully that explains explains you what you need to do, Hamza. Okay, we have Eric here asking a question. How many blogs can we have attached to a single site? I want to create a review affiliate site where each blog would be niche specific with niche content that would link to a review content page to the affiliate page. Hold on, I don't understand. I want to create a reviews affiliate site where each blog would be niche specific with niche content that would link to a review content page, then to affiliate page. Oh, that's a lot of work. Why not just create um, an affiliate page in GroovePages? So this affiliate page that will have content and that will rank it by itself. So you create a site in GroovePages and try to rank it. That's what I would do. If you want to have a lot of content added to that blog, then I understand it, but that's just a bit too many tasks for something. But all right, that's possible. So how many blogs can we have attached to a single site? So as many as you want. At this moment, we'll be adding on some restrictions in the future, but for the moment, you can have as many as you want. I believe to a single site you mean a single domain. Not quite sure exactly what you mean by a single site, but if you're talking about a single domain, you can have as many as you want, because you can create subdomains and you can create folders and such. So if you just have ericrovelto.com, you can have ericrovelto.com/blog, or you can have dogtraining.ericrovelto.com. That could be another blog. You can have plantingtrees.ericrovelto.com. You can have another blog, because one domain can have a lot of subdomains or can have a lot of these folders. So you would be covered by that. But at this moment, I would just, if you're trying to do that, you can have as many, but I would just leave it on GroovePages. If that would be me, because I would probably not try to do a lot of blog posts about one single thing. But even then, I could just create a funnel folder in a site and then just drop all of the content there. But whatever you choose. Brian Dunn, hey David, I sent a ticket about this. I have not heard back. I'm stuck until I get the answer. Okay, so confirmation page, sales page. This is something that I answer almost every time I'm on live. I answered this in Q&A number 54, 53, 52, and 51, and a couple times before. I'm going to repeat it. So I could point to the place where I answered that last time as well. If we have already the timestamps for it, let me just see. Okay. Let's see. GrooveMail. Funnel shares, delete, save, block. People ask it in a different question. How can I send emails? Inbox. Okay. It was definitely towards the end last time. Import Groove. Import, not that's not it. Address in GrooveMail. Okay. How we timestamp our videos is the exact way of the question, how the users ask the question. So let me see. How sure can we GrooveMember spam proof? Okay. Anyway, I don't want to spend more time. I'm going to explain it one more time, and hopefully, our the person that is timestamping will make this make this blink. So confirmation page URL and success page URL. The difference is that the confirmation page confirms or tells the user to go to a page, to go to the email and click on the link which says I confirm to receive emails from Brian Dunn. That's the confirmation page URL. You would need to create that yourself. I actually show a picture every time I'm answering this, and let me just find it very quickly. Hold on. There we go. So this is an example of a confirmation page. You can create this in GroovePages. It says, thank you, you're almost done. Thank you for signing up to receive emails from XYZ. We sent you an email. Please find it. Please check your email and click the confirmation below. Okay. Yeah, this is a screenshot of how it looks like. Note, if you're not able to find the above email, please check your spam folder. So this is an example of a confirmation page. Okay, so that goes into a form section, into the confirmation page URL section in a GrooveMail form setup. So that's a confirmation page URL. A success page is just a redirect. After somebody subscribed, confirmed that they want to receive emails from you, where do you want to send them? Do you want to send them to a thank you page, to a download my product page? Do you want to send them to a membership? Do you want to send them to a YouTube video? Do you want to send them somewhere? That's a success page. What you're seeing on the screen right now, this is a confirmation page. So you can create something like this. Is basically just a headline, a description, another piece of text, an image, and another piece of text here below. That's how you can create a very simple confirmation page. Make it branded if you want more colors, if you want something like extra, but you don't have to do this. You don't have to have a confirmation page, but we allow you to do it because it is more it is easier to guide users through every step when they are signing up. So hopefully that allows you. But I'm actually confused why we don't have that timestamp. We had that answered last time and the time before. Let me just see here as well. Anyway, I mean, I answered it, but I cannot find it. Probably some strange wording. Different customers ask in a different type of way, so we just basically take the same exact question and just put it in the description of the video. Helena Olach asks, I wonder if stats, impressions, and uniques, can I see who they are so I could promote Groove more? No, that kind of tracking is basically tracking clicks, and we don't know who the people are that click on your affiliate link because they never put in their information. We don't pixel them. We don't do anything for that. So whenever you go into Groove and you get your affiliate link, and somebody clicks on that link, that is going to be marked as impression or unique. The difference is here. Impression is how many times the affiliate link was opened, and uniques is how many actual users or how many people opened your affiliate link. So for example, I could have an affiliate link sent to me in an email, and maybe I click it very quickly to check, but I close it up, and then later on during the day I open it one more time. So this is two impressions, but one unique. I am a one unique user and I open that, but I never gave any information so that the affiliate can kind of control that or see who I am. I just clicked on the link and went away. That is not tracking any kind of action within Groove. but you could set it up. You could do some retargeting and affiliate, not affiliate, you could do some pixeling or things like that. I'm going to show you how, actually. So we, as Groove, for our affiliate program, we don't do anything that allows you to see the impressions or uniques. However, you have the opportunity to put in some extra extra stuff so that you could see who is clicking, or maybe retarget those people. So I'm going to show you. So when you are here in Groove Affiliate, you go to promos, and if you're talking specifically about the Groove product, when you're promoting your Groove product, you can click over here to this integrations. So integrations will allow you to drop a tracking code, any kind of tracking code, like a Google Analytics or Pixels or something, so that you can kind of see who the people are. This will get you more information. It's not going to give you their email. It's not going to give you everything that they need, their telephone number and address and email, but it's going to give you information about maybe where they came in from, like where they clicked the link that I believe tracked by Google Analytics. They will also see so Google Analytics will see where the demographic information, so where the customer is from and things like that. So that kind of tracking you can do on all of your affiliate links. Just go through here and put in a tracking code for each price point that we have. This will allow you to see a little bit more information about your uniques and impressions. But by Groove automatically doesn't have that information, so we don't show anything. All right. Hey, cool, David. For GrooveMember 2, this is not released yet, but how do you add URLs, button images, icons to a lesson? I actually just showed you here. If you were not following, I'm going to do that again. So you go into the content section, and then you just click on the plus icon in order to add content. This, I mentioned earlier that that this was not working well previously. It was appearing and disappearing as the guys were doing some changes. Now we figured out why, and now it's going to stay. So here, when you're writing text, just same as in GrooveBlog, you'll have a plus icon, and then you can add images, videos, embed codes, and also buttons. So you can have buttons here in the moment. So that's basically it for GrooveMember version 2. Let's just see, add URLs that you can add with buttons. Icons, we don't have icons yet. To a lessons. For the icon, we don't have that yet, because with an icon that needs to be something else. But we do have sections that have icons, like checklists and accordions and things like that. So these options have icons. Yeah, that's it for now. Cool. So I finished with the questions on here. If you have any more questions, sorry about that, just add them into the comments of this live stream. I'm going to be able to answer them for you right away. Let's just see the first question that we have inside the comment section here. Oh, by the way, I'm just seeing questions from YouTube. If you guys, any of you are watching through Facebook, could you please drop a question here inside the comment section of the live stream, because at this moment I'm only seeing YouTube comments, and we may need to restart on Facebook if the actual comments are not coming in, which often happens for unknown reason. So please, if you're watching on Facebook, please drop a comment. I'm here, I can see you, or something, so that I see that the comments are coming in. I don't want to miss any of your questions. Yeah, I'm going to answer a question from Martin here first, and then I'm going to see if any Facebook comments came in. How do I get from GrooveMail an HTML form code? This usually is a code that starts with a form and ends with form. It's to integrate with my UpViral account. It's just basically going into GrooveMail and copying the embed code. I'm going to show you here. So if you go to GrooveMail, you create a form with the form fields that you need. Okay, so you come to forms, and you, for example, created a form already that you want, you can go and get the code and you choose raw HTML code. Okay, so here you can see that we add exactly what you need, a form, and it ends with a form somewhere up here. We also add in a couple of other things like CSS and such, but have a look at this code, and it should end with the closing form somewhere here. This is a button import. Okay, so this is already CSS. Yeah, so just copy this over to code editor, and just find the, just see online, like this. Is this the one that we need? Code sandbox, create sandbox. Okay, that's not what I want. I just wanted to paste it in and just really quickly find it. Code pen. Hopefully this will allow us. Start coding. What I'm looking for is just something where we can see the different form action. Okay, here, if we scroll down, it just color codes it, so it's a little bit easier to find. We add a bunch of CSS, and then there's some URL redirects on here. And then it somewhere ends with form. So you can play with it if you understand the coding structures of this one. What you're looking for is just the closing bracket of this section. I do not know code, as you may have seen or heard before, but that much I know, that you need to find a closing bracket of this one. So let's just see if I can search for it. Form with this. Yeah, you will probably understand, but it's an HTML form that we give you with the form section over here. So you just get out the part that you need, and you just get rid of the things that you don't need. But that's going to give you what you want. Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. Saying hey, I can see and hear you. Perfect. Thank you very much, guys. I was actually worried a bit about Facebook comments not showing up. So thank you very much um, for letting me know. Hello, David. Hi, everyone from all over. It's great to be here for another session. I wish you all great weekend. Thank you very much, Gilmar. It's good to have you here again. Okay, so Therese has 2 questions. Let's see. I tried to import a CSV in GrooveKart and it didn't work. It says success, but the product didn't actually import. Contact support. So there is a different variations of the CSV files that users that systems give you, and in certain cases different CSV files act differently. I've had situations like this previously, and the team just told me that they need to see it in order to kind of adjust it. So please reach out to support. They would be able to help. Let's see the next question. How can I set up send an email in a specific date and time? Furthermore, how do I select the thank you page? Mark your calendar. I saw this on your pages next. You will see the link for my web. How can I set up send an email in a specific date and time? Furthermore, how do I set on the thank you page, mark your calendar? So send an email in specific date and time. That's a broadcast. That's called a broadcast. And if you go to GrooveMail, you go to campaigns. That's basically a broadcast. You set up a campaign, you create a name for it. Would you like an email campaign or an SMS campaign? Who do you want to send it to? Some people that have a tag, or some people that are on a specific list. You put in your content on here, and then I don't have a sender, but in the review section, it's going to allow you to kind of decide, do you want to send it right now or select a specific date and time? Make sure that you understand that the date and time are calculated by EST, which is the Eastern Standard Time. in the US, and that is something that we have for now because we don't have a time selector. That is something that we are going to be working on. As we have the language selector, we are also going to have a currency selector and a time zone selector for each and every account. So until we have that, all of the emails are sent in an Eastern Standard time zone, which is in the United States, this part of the world, or not only United States, but this part of the world, as you can see here. So this is the Eastern Standard Time. That's how we send out emails. So please just configure the proper time towards this time zone to send emails from. Yeah, and that's in the review session. You can set up the exact time. Okay, let's see any other thing. Furthermore, how do I set on the thank you page, mark your calendar? I saw this on your pages. Next you will see the link from my web. I don't fully understand this question. If you want mark your calendar, you can have a Google Calendar event added. So Google Calendar link generator, probably create an event link or something like that for your. I'm not sure if this is built into the system or not, but you can try and go to Google Calendar, wherever it is. I probably can. Probably I'm just blind. Drive me. Gmail calendar. Here we go. They did this color change in Google, and I just hate it. I cannot. So whenever you have something, you probably have the option somehow to create a clickable link for it. I just don't know how. Please look into YouTube. Just Google it or use one of those generators. They will give you a link, so you can create a thank you page with mark your calendars, add to Google Calendar, add to iCal on Apple devices. iCal is probably the same technology as what Google Calendar has. iCal event link. To use the URL, iCal link options. You can see here, you can find out how to create a link, a clickable link to add the actual event into the calendar. So find that out, and you're going to be able to link that to a button on your thank you page. So that's what I would do, and that's what usually is done. There are webinar systems that will do this for you automatically. For the moment, we on our Groove webinars, we don't have that technology yet, but we will have that soon. All right, let's just go back and see the questions that were asked on here. On ShipStation integration, since you have to pick a store, what if you have multiple sites in groups and you want each GrooveKart site to tie to a corresponding store in ShipStation? So ShipStation will have to have multiple stores then, the same as you can create in your Groove account, multiple stores. The same thing applies for ShipStation. You go to ShipStation and you create multiple stores. With different settings will apply for a specific store. So one ShipStation account can have multiple store, one Groove account can have multiple store, and you just connect them together, which store needs to connect to which ShipStation store, and that's it. All right. Hey, David Francine here. Hope you and family are well. Thank you very much. We're doing good. 2 questions. GrooveKart, how do I know for sure that my GroovePay card is connected to my store? GroovePay card. Not sure what you mean by GroovePay card. If you mean GroovePay account, that is just do a test purchase and see if it shows up in GroovePay. It's a direct connection if you just put in, I believe, the API or the GroovePay, not sure what we use, the GroovePay account number or the API that is given. Just connect it and do a test purchase with for a $1 product or something. You can refund yourself from GroovePay later on, but just test it out before making your store live. 2, how do I stop the request from the customer's address information for my digital products? Thank you very much. That one I'm not quite sure. I believe in GrooveKart we don't have that option. In GrooveSell you can pick and choose what information to ask from the customers, but I don't think we have that in GrooveKart. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to answer that one because I think it's not possible. But please double check with the support. They would be able to point you in the right direction. I do not think that's possible, but I may be wrong. When I preview the digital product, the payment invoice asks for address. Yeah, that's usually how. That's important for physical products. I see how it's not for digital product, but it's kind of the same flow that we have. I don't think we kind of have a different checkout process for when somebody's selling a digital or a physical product. But as I said, I may be wrong. Please double check. In GrooveMember version 2, can you add a lesson to the first module that the builder automatically creates? I can find this out. You can't. That's not a lesson. That's not something that's available because that's just a welcome page. I believe I answered that to you in your Loom video when you posted it into our feedback portal. So what you're trying to do is just create a welcome page with a lesson, but that's not something that you can do because you create a course. Okay, so you create a course. Let's just say you purchase something and now you are on the course. You just want to create one lesson over here. So what you're seeing right now, this is the welcome page, and that's the top module over here. You don't have an option to just have one lesson immediately and that's it. You could do things like this. You could do a module, and then in that module you can have a chapter. The module is written like this, so it's kind of a categorization. You could have lessons, but it's still going to be connected to a module, Brian. So what you're trying to do is have a lesson below welcome page, and that's not how it works. We created this categorization to make it easier for users. This is how Kajabi does it, by the way. We create these separations so that you can provide users a clear understanding. Okay, welcome. This is what we have in our course. We have module 1. That's what you can learn. These are the lessons, and there we have multiple different categories that you can dive into deeper. Then the module 2 will be tackling this problem. So that's how we set it up. You may have a different idea, but try to convert your idea to work with a system that we have. So that's mostly for how courses that our team is selling for tens of years right now, and this is the system that we decided to use. We'll have a different ways of presenting memberships. As you know, we have different templates, and in the templates we will have templates for courses. We will have different templates for Patreon style memberships, which is not going to be a course driven, but a kind of a perk driven. Like it may not be teaching only. It will be you get something when you sign up. You may be looking for that type of a layout or that type of a design, but what we provide currently, this is a learning management system type of a template that we provide now. We will have, and if you were watching the video with the Barshu, we mentioned 2 more types of templates that will be coming. One is this Patreon style membership driven or perks, where you get access to stuff like videos or content that is not necessarily categorized this way. And we will this is being planned, some type of a community membership where people can communicate with each other and things like that. So that's the 2 more types of layouts we will have. You may not need what we have currently, but that's just what we have. So you can try and convert your idea so that it works with this one, or just wait a little bit. There are other platforms in the meantime you could use if you need something else, but I believe you can find a way to actually use what we have right now. If a stock image is large, we can just adjust the size. How can I figure out how small to adjust it so that it matches the size I'm currently trying to display that image? There is no rule really. For this, Drew, you would kind of need to test it out. If you size it too small, it's going to be blurry. So then re-upload that stock image and just make it a little bit bigger. See if it's blurry then as well, and just try to play with it. There is no one size fits all, unfortunately. We will be serving the images for proper devices in the proper sizes, but that's not going to affect a lot if you actually don't adjust the size of the image. For example, a lot of these stock photos are in super high resolution, like 8K or 5K and 6K, and a website selling something or presenting something, it doesn't need that type of thing. So super high 8K resolution images are for print. You see them on the banners, you see them on in magazines and things like that, but that's not something you need on your website. So definitely I would suggest background images around 100, or sorry, 1000, 1080, 1090. That's what I use personally. Then the smaller images, if it's kind of needed to fit on the half of the screen, I would resize to 500 or 350. And then if it's even smaller than that, like a icon of some sort, it's 150 pixels or less. But just try to play with it and see how it works. These are just some of the numbers that I kind of got used to, but I still think that those are big numbers for some of the images that I need to use on my sites. But please play with it, test it out, see how it works. If it's pixelated, just raise it up and go. It's better if you have um, a little bit less pixels than much more weight in the image, in my opinion, obviously. Going back to the first user's question on GrooveSell fulfillment, by giving them a file, can you deliver multiple files? And is there a way for the user to get the files again later? So yeah, you can just select multiple files. I exited. Oh no, I'm still here in GrooveSell. So here in the fulfillment, you can just add a new file. You can see I have this file and I can add them this file and I can add them this file. So you can add as many files, but there is no restriction. These files will be delivered through an email, so they can download it again and again because you sold it to them. They have it. They can just re-download it. There's no restriction on how many times they can download it. So far, we will have restrictions. We'll also be adding password restrictions. We'll add one-time download restriction and some others, but that's coming in GrooveMember updates later down the line. All right, let's just go on. Diego has a question. Hey, David, do you know how I can live stream to all all platforms at once? Yes, we use technology for that is not built in Groove right now. We will have a Groove stream that's going to be tackling this issue. But for now, we use a third-party platform called StreamYard. StreamYard is a great app that you can use. StreamYard, they also give you a free account if you want to use it. Actually, I'm logged into our StreamYard, so StreamYard.com. This is how their sales page looks like. I will give you some other tools that you can work with. StreamYard is good. It's a great platform. They have been bought out, I believe, by Hopin. That's a company that purchased them. They kind of develop great features, and I like them. Another one that I would suggest is Melon.com. Melon is from the guys that do technology for streaming. That's not the Melon that I wanted. Melon app. Okay, melonapp.com. Shh, I'm not showing you anything. Sorry about that. So StreamYard, I was just showing that this is StreamYard.com. This is what we use currently. Sorry about not sharing my screen, but you can sign up here, and they have a nice, generous, free option as well that you can stream. you can go with them. There's another one that I could highly suggest. This is Melon. Melon is from the guys that created Streamlabs, and they know their streaming stuff, and it's a very similar experience. They also have a lot of channels that they can stream on, and it's easy to connect, easy to set up and it's just great. There are other tools like Flutin.com. And why I'm mentioning this one is because this one you can get right now on a lifetime deal. You can just, it's basically the same thing. It's a live streaming, but it's a cool thing that they allow you to monetize. They have the buy me a coffee or a request, monetize using requests. You know how some Twitch streamers receive money from people like, I don't know, Mr. Beast, like do a backflip, here is $100 or something like that. Like, could you sing me a song, and then they pay you $50. So they allow you to sell tickets and then do shout out requests and virtual gifts of some sort. And Flutin now has an AppSumo deal, which I got because I want all of these cool features built into GrooveStream. So Flutin, AppSumo, I can tell you immediately right now, Flutin is great, but GrooveStream will be much better. Okay, so you can get it if you want on this one, and they also stream to multiple platforms. So that's basically the difference. They do Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and yeah, that's it. So these are the three that I mentioned. There is a lot more. There's a Restream. There is livestream.com as well. There is a lot more that you could do. Be Live is a popular one as well. I had an account with them. B.live, I believe they're called. Yeah, B.live. They also do live streaming and whatnot. I had an account with them, and they require you to connect your Facebook account. And as when you're running ads and when you're running any kind of marketing online, your Facebook account can be shut down very easily. So my account with BeLive, that was a paid lifetime account, got deleted just because I was removed from Facebook with that account. Like, Facebook just shut down my account, and BeLive account that I paid for quite a lot of money, they just deleted. So I don't promote them because I don't like them. That's it. There's a lot of options. We are going to have GrooveStream, and it's going to be the best. And that's because we listen to people that do live streaming from our community. And personally, inside the Groove, we have a lot of people that do live streaming, myself included, and we bring in a lot of our knowledge into creating the best platform for streaming. That's going to be GrooveStream, and it's going to be one of the most popular apps from Groove. I believe I answered that one. Benga, how we rank a site created with Groove on Google, like any other site or anything else in the world. So if you want to rank in Google, there's a couple of things you need to do: on-page SEO, off-page SEO, and backlinks. These are the three things that affect. There is a lot of other things that people would say, but I believe these are the three core things. On-page SEO, that means making sure you have one heading tag. You have heading 2s, heading 3s, a nice structure, a nice readable content. You have interactive things like images and videos, and quizzes may be added on. Basically, Google likes to see that you're trying to provide valuable information to the customers, and Google likes to see also YouTube or Google Forms embedded on the pages, because Google likes itself. So the more kind of interactivity you provide, Google fancies that more. Also, valuable content. Don't just try to connect. Don't just try to create kind of keyword-rich content, and then you do. I don't know. Streaming is good because streaming is this, because streaming is that. Streaming because you're writing an article about live streaming. That's not what Google likes. Google likes to see a fluent content for users that they can learn something or find the answers that they are looking for, they're searching for. Make sure you add the meta titles, meta descriptions. Make sure you have the keywords you're ranking for added into the settings of the page, and that's kind of it for the on-page SEO. For the off-page SEO, you make sure that you have your sitemap and robots.txt set up in the search console, that you have requested the crawling of your site, and you basically did all sorts of different things in order to make sure that Google can access your site. And then backlinks, that means just promoting yourself and hopefully getting links to your site from other sources. Like, you create a YouTube video, in the YouTube video, in the description, add your link back to your site where you provide content, because that's going to mean people can come to your site from different sources. The more sources pointing to your site, the more Google will rank you. These are the three things that I suggest anyone that is looking into SEO. There's also things like speed that is not super necessary. People focus on it a lot, but it's also important. If you have a super low loading site, like a super slow loading site, Google will prefer those sites that load fast, because people will be getting the information faster, and that's just how it goes. So make sure that you, when adding images and videos, that your site still loads fast, and then basically you have yourself covered. Oh yeah, and mobile content needs to look nice. If it's not optimized, people will not like your pages and your content, and they would just bump off your site. So thanks, David. So only purpose of the confirmation page is just to reinforce the user to the importance of clicking their confirmation link in their email when they get it. I understand now. Yeah. How can I add a subdomain name after my domain? Domain.com/subdomain. That's not a subdomain. That's called a folder in our system. So whenever you have domain.com/something, that's like when you go into your files on your desktop, you will see your name /documents how to train my dog /video. This is the address. / means you went into a folder. If you see online / that also means that on the server of that root domain, there's a folder that you went into. So that's why we call it a folder publishing. Subdomains, this is something that comes before. So subdomain.domain.com. Okay, so you can say apple.davidlemon.com. So the apple will be the subdomain. If you want domain.com /something, that's going to be called a folder, and that's naturally occurring in GroovePages. Whenever you create a page name, let's just say it, thank you page, for example, thank-you-page. That's going to be your domain.com /thank-you-page. That's going to create a folder, and it's going to point to that page. Yeah, that's it. Hopefully that explains what you're trying to do. All right. Is there a way to create one-click sign-up to be used for giving a free account, similar like what Bot Builders is doing with their bot? Yes, you can do that with a Bot Builders bot, but there is no other option for that right now. We will do this with selected partners. We won't give this functionality out to everybody, because people could abuse it very easily, and we just don't want that. So if you have a bot builders kind of connection, you can create these one-click signups in your campaigns when you're promoting Groove, but that's controlled by the bot builders team. They have an insight, or they have their hands on controlled, and it's only given to high trust partners. I had issues with GrooveWebinar. I did everything correctly, but it didn't go live. at the time it was scheduled. I'm not sure if that has been reported as a bug. I don't know if sandbox mode is working when it feels like it's when it feels like it type of thing. Love everything it does, just can't wait until it's not in the sandbox mode. Yeah, so GrooveWebinar is still getting things like, for example, at this moment you cannot add people that registered to a GrooveMail list, and that's something that we are working on, that is absolutely needed. Like, you want everybody to register to be able to kind of email after the webinar ended. No, that's the point of the webinar, to kind of collect emails in return of a training or something. So there is still things that we are adding on, and it won't work 100% without some of these features. We want also to add multiple types of registration forms. Like, we're working on the customizations of the form. We're working on one-step form as well, and currently we have a multi-step form, but we are working on one-step form where name, email, select a time, what else? Oh, name, email, phone number, select a time, option to convert it to a time zone to understand it better, and what else? And things like that are asked on one page, not on multiple pop-ups and things like that. So I agree with you. We're very close to having it. This year we will have a Groove webinar kind of finalized. We're going to be using it for our launch, the launch that is coming now for the ending of this Groove lifetime deal. We are trying to have it ready so we can fully run our launch on Groove automated webinars, which is going to be cool. So yeah, that's what we're preparing for. We have a lot of developers working on it, and we have a lot of push for finishing it this month and next month to be properly tested. Is there a way to create a one-click sign-up link to be used for? Okay, I answered that already. Groove LemonAid, Groove Mail, Success URL and confirmation page. There we go. 54. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Thanks, Angelo. Angelo is one of the support team members that is answering your questions, and if you have been contacted with Angelo before, I'm very confident that you are happy with him and him solving your problems. So very good job, Angelo. Thank you very much for your help. And the support team also listens to these Q&As, because a lot of time I just don't have the time to kind of answer their question in writing, or do trainings with the support a lot. So when they tune in, they also learn themselves some of these answers to questions, so they can better help you. So this is kind of this is the type of team we have on our team. They want to learn more, they want to improve, and they want to be able to provide you guys more. Let's just go on to the next question here. Am I able to integrate WordPress pages with functionality and GroovePages together through a subdomain? You can, yes. If so, what's the best way to integrate them? Very good question. So what you're trying to do is have WordPress pages and also GroovePages. So what you would need to do is first manage your domain on Cloudflare. When you have a hosting with a custom hosting provider, like, let's just say Bluehost or SiteGround or Cloudways or any other HostGator, what they will want you to do is to have the domain managed by them. And a lot of times the domain is purchased with the hosting together, and that's not going to allow you to actually connect your WordPress site with a different platform. It's not only Groove, but because of the hosting platform managing your DNS, if you have another platform connected to that, a lot of things would not work as they should. So in these cases, we recommend you to take your domain from the hosting and just add it into Cloudflare. Cloudflare will manage everything for you, or you could just bring it to Groove. Groove will manage everything for you. So your WordPress hosting will work fine, and your Groove side of things will work fine. So that's what we usually suggest. Cloudflare is kind of the middle way. So you have Cloudflare manage your domain for WordPress and manage your domain for Groove. And this is kind of something that I personally use. You could also have Groove, and you can have WordPress, and the domain from the WordPress, you just bring it to Groove, and then Groove manages your domain. Once you have sorted that one, the publishing is easy. Then you can create different subdomains on the Groove side, and then kind of interact between each other. But the main thing with connecting to platforms is the domain management, and what I suggest is use Cloudflare. I use it personally for managing a WordPress site with Groove, and it's working great. A GrooveMember 1.0 question. GrooveVideo elongates container when added into GrooveMember. Bug or something I'm doing wrong. Elongates container when added into Groove. Not quite sure what that means. We are doing some changes in the GrooveVideo, but I don't think this is related to that. So please reach out to the support team. They could look into it for you. If this is a bug, I mean, if there's no control that you could control that, then it's probably something that would need to be looked into the support team for sure. So just raise a ticket on support.groovedigital.com. And let our team look into it so they can discover what it actually is causing it, and they could fix it. It could be something coming from GrooveMember. It could be something coming from GrooveVideo itself. So just raise a ticket, explain the issue, and as much detail as you can, and our team will look into it and try to solve the issues if it's on one platform or the other. Hey David, is it possible to sign up another Groove account with for showing what free account is like? If so, how? Clear cookie not possible, right? As it does remove the refer ID. Hold on. Is it possible to sign up another Groove account for showing what free account is like? Sign up another Groove account. I do not understand this question. So you would like to have another free account, or what is? I don't fully understand. Um, if you want to show to somebody else, like another person, just give them your affiliate link. But why clear cookie not possible, right? As it doesn't remove the refer ID. I do not understand this question. If you could explain it a bit, Calvin, that would be great. Is there a way to change the font size H1 tag elements? I'm using a template and the size of the font is not adjusting. Yeah, so if you are talking about GroovePages directly, we have a way to manage the different heading types. So let me just open GroovePages, and here in GroovePages you have when you select text, you have in the text editor. Okay, let's see any other pages. Here you go. You select the text, and in the text editor, you have the option to select heading 1, heading 2, 3, 4, 5, or just normal text. So you can manage these through this option here with a drop down. Change the font size in H1 tag elements. Yeah, I mean the same thing applies. Any piece of text can be H1. So this is an H1 element. You can see here H1 tag, and I just go and manage the actual font size. It doesn't matter how big it is. It's going to still be an H1 tag because that's the HTML code. That's basically it's telling the browser that this is kind of the most important thing, is kind of the title of the page. So even if it's this small, the browser will see this as the title of the page, as the biggest thing on the most important thing. Okie dokie, let's just go on to the next question. See Michael's question. Hey David Lemon, do you remember me from high school? Sorry that we always bullied you for the shape of your nose at that time. I see surgery worked well. Michael, you're a funny guy. I have no clue who you are, but if you're a clown, then your jokes should improve a little bit. Hello, David. Is it possible now to upload emails into GrooveMail? If not yet, what is your advice to get leads generated from KingSumo to GrooveMail? At this moment, you cannot. This is being rolled out. It should have been rolled out, but with our servers not being available for testing, we didn't manage to test it properly. So at this moment, we are still waiting for the final tests, and then we are going to roll it out. But you will be able to grab, I believe they give you a CSV record of your contacts, and after that you can just bring in the actual CSV as a contact imports to GrooveMail, and that's it. So we will later on have webhooks as well. I believe KingSumo allows Zapier, and Zapier is done through webhooks. So you will be able to just use a GrooveMail webhook into KingSumo and allow KingSumo to send the emails directly to GrooveMail. That's coming next. But first, what you will be able to do is just use the CSV export from KingSumo and import it to GrooveMail. That's coming. Within the next couple of days, we'll start rolling out. Thanks for this inspiration from GrooveKart Accelerator. My pleasure. Hi, David. Do you know if domains with extension.ml are not accepted as a custom domain in Groove? Not sure. We'll need to double check, but we do have a lot of domains blocked because some of the domains are more used by customers that mean no good. Some of the customers were just marked on some spam list that we imported. So if you have a use case where you need an ML domain connected and it seems like it is being blocked from importing, reach out to our support. They would be able to allow the domains for you. But yeah, we have a lot of these free domains that you can register. We have a lot of domains from countries that just showed up on the spam lists, or sites that recommend not using or blocking those domains because a lot of spammers are using and scammers are using it. We just don't want them on our platform. GroovePages, how can I make a button and it's labeled the same size? I'm going to show you, Eduardo. So, okay, so we have here a listen now button. This is the purple one on the screen, and I can go into the configure settings and add a sub label. Okay, listen now, enjoy the music. Okay. I'm going to add this in here. So we now have the listen now is a clickable label. So you see button main label, and we also have the sub label. So you can click on the actual sub label that you add, enjoy the music, and just make sure that the text is exactly the same size as the previous one. So let's just see. Let's just make this 20. Okay. And then enjoy the music. I can click on it and also make it 20. And now both of them are the same size, as you can see. So the things on the buttons are clickable, Eduardo, and it's easy to manage this way. I have a Facebook user on here. I just cannot click on the link right now to important question. Just ask them here. I cannot see who you are, so sorry about that. If you want, you can just approve or just go to streamyard.com/Facebook and I will be able to see your name. GrooveMail, how do I embed a video in an email on Groove? At this moment, you can't. Videos wouldn't play in an email, and it's not recommended that you send videos in an email. Just remember how many times you received an actual video in an email. it's going to be like 0.009, that number, because when you're using this type of rich content, images are okay with warmed up senders, but videos are getting blocked a lot by inbox systems. So uh, what Google or Gmail, oops, sorry about that. What they do is, let me just open my inbox over here. What they do is they give you this type of thing. So whenever you're writing an email, they don't really allow you to kind of add a video for playing, but what platforms normally do is they kind of create a thumbnail image. Oops, not this, but let's just insert last recording. And they do this. So this is an image thumbnail from Loom. I have this Loom extension in Chrome, and it gets added automatically over here as well. But what they do is they create an image. It's a GIF image that is clickable, but it links back to the video. So they don't really do video imports into an email, but they do a GIF image, and then they provide you a link to click and then watch the video. So if you go back through your inbox, most probably you don't receive a lot of emails with video, and that's for a reason, because it's not a common thing to do, because inbox platforms, inbox softwares don't like it. There is a platform that kind of goes against this policy. It's called MailModo. You may be using it, or you may have heard of it. But what they do is they kind of do rich emails. I just don't really like it because it's only readable by Google. So let me explain what MailModo does. MailModo is an email platform, but they allow you to actually have interactive emails. So you can create emails with fillable surveys, or you can have a shopping cart within the email itself. You can have like bookings, and you can have videos and whatnot. So this is what MailModo does, but this is a new technology that is developed only for Gmail. So whoever opens your email in another platform, they're just going to not get the same experience. They call this AMP emails. It's kind of an early stage. I haven't received an AMP or AMP email yet. But it's out there. um, I have suggested this platform for our team, and they will be looking into this, but I'm not quite sure if we want to do this, because it's kind of limited in reach. Not everybody uses Gmail. There are a lot of users that use Gmail, but it's just not everybody. A lot of people have their own emails from the hosting platform, so they have these kind of Outlook or another email browser that they use. So those cannot read AMP emails, and it's just too limited, I believe. But yeah, again, there is no way to upload a video directly to an email, but what is being done is they upload an image, or a GIF image, or just a static image with a play button, and then that image is linked to the video where you're showing it on YouTube, or we're showing it on the page or somewhere else. So that's what I would suggest you to do as well. Link to Google appointments. Go to appointments in your calendar, click vertical ellipse, choose publish event, then copy lower link. Lastly, put that URL into the link of your notification to your invitee. There you go. Thank you, Drew. That was a question about the Groove webinar, I believe, from Sotiris, if I'm remembering correctly. But yeah, thanks, Drew, for pointing this out. More up, I sent a link to a website. Affiliates will send people to events so they can mark calendar for Black Friday. How will I win the tag with just making someone sign up for the event? I sent link to a website. Okay, affiliates will send people to the event so they can mark calendar for Black Friday. How will affiliate win the tag with just making someone sign up for an event? Great question. At this moment, it's just pure cookie technology. It's not a tag. If you are using Groove affiliates for this, Groove affiliate doesn't have the technology that Groove it built itself for its own affiliate platform. So when you're promoting Groove, you have this first tag, last tag wins technology. That's not available for users' own products yet. That's what I'm trying to say. We will have that next year. This is something we are trying to develop because it's going to allow a lot of flexibility, and it's going to mean that Groove Affiliate is the only affiliate platform in the world that has this tagging capabilities, and basically a hard-coded affiliate. It's not a cookie-based affiliate like what is currently available. So for the moment, you only have this cookie technology that you can work with, and it doesn't hard-code the affiliates based on a sign-up. But that's coming next year, and that's going to be tracked in GrooveMail. We are doing a GrooveMail activity log, and this activity log will remember and hard code the actual affiliates and then who sign up under whose link and things like that, which is a pretty cool technology that's being developed right now as we speak. And next year we are going to be doing this tagging hard coded affiliate platform, affiliate program. Thank you so much, David. I can't wait for Groove Stream. My pleasure, Diego. I cannot wait for it either. Let's see if I can show you something cool. Hold on, I'm not going to share my screen right now. I just want to see if this is available. Bear with me just for a second. I don't know if anybody from the company is watching it, but I shouldn't be doing this, but I just cannot keep it for myself. Let's see. Hold on. I'm going to share my screen in a moment. Please wait. Yeah, I have it. Let me show you. Let me introduce Groove Stream. So with each and every platform out there for live streaming, you only have a desktop version. Melon does kind of a mobile responsive version, but imagine taking your phone in your hands and just going live from a phone to multiple different streams. This can do everything that you should be able to do. So, and that's going to be possible with GrooveStream. If not the first, then it's going to be the best mobile streaming platform, or mobile and desktop streaming platform. And that's something that we are striving for, or that we are working towards. So when you go over here, you can choose. Let me see if I can somehow zoom in a bit. Options, scale down. Yeah, let's just use it like this. So you will use what type of stream you are trying to do, and then you're going to go to the events tab. Events are going to allow you to create a stream, but over here you can connect your destinations, and over here you can add a new destination. You can see. Let's just select profile. You're going to be able to connect it, and then this is the kind of the stream where you are inside the studio. You'll be able to go into chat or banners. You can set up everything from a mobile device. Let me just move back because I don't have anywhere else to move right now. Okay, so here you can keep broadcasting and the event if you want to exit out. So it's not going to allow you to exit out. But this is how it's going to look like. You'll be able to bring in new guests by just inviting a guest, copying a link. Yeah, let me move on. So these are just mock-ups that I'm showing you. This is not a live thing. These are just images. So you can stream to Groove Studio. This is a Groove Studio environment where we create a page and we show all of the chats from all of the platforms: YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, everywhere else. And you can also stream to social media channels. I showed you earlier, you can connect your social media channels, and then over here you can just turn on which channels to stream on. YouTube will allow you to do public videos or unlisted videos and things like that. So these are the channels in here. This is when your broadcast is ready before going live. We will show you the streams, or we will show you the channels that you're going to, and basically you'll have a link to invite the guests for joining in this experience for you. So this is the chat. It looks like this. This is the banners, and this is where you decide a ticker, and this is just a banner on the page or on the video. This is for branding and video clips and whatnot. And then before you have three types of options for creating an event. This is like go live immediately or schedule a stream. If you go to schedule a stream in the future, then you'll be able to see something like this. You can add on your details. Do you want a live stream or a live webinar or a live conference? Three different things. We'll explain them exactly what it does. You'll be able to just tap, add a name, description, select the language. You can set up the schedule and add your branding. You will see select guests immediately, invite them from here. You can set up the polls or live chat settings or guest settings, banners, and everything that you need. That's all available for you. You can also upload files so that you allow your visitors, when they're watching, to download alerts. And then you can set up your post stream pages. Like if you want to redirect to a thank you page or survey or external URL, that's going to be allowed over here. It's going to be connected to your GroovePages account. You can just choose your GroovePages pages, and it's going to be all together. You can also add an outro video. So you click end stream, it's going to automatically play an outro video. If you have an advertisement or something, it's going to play that, and after the video has ended, then it's going to redirect over to a URL or a page or something, which is pretty powerful for an offer. In case you have any kind of offer, for example, you're doing a webinar, this is very, very powerful. And yeah, we'll have Groove Conference as well. So you are streaming and you can just click one button, and then you will be able to go into a Zoom-like area where you actually see your viewers on the little boxes, their faces, so you can turn on the different speakers so that you can hear and see them. So imagine you're doing a presentation, and after the presentation, you do a live Q&A where you can actually see the people. It's just amazing. We'll have monetization options later on, and all sorts of different stuff that nobody else does right now. So I'm pretty excited about that. So hopefully you like it, Diego. Let's see. Hey David, great Q&A as always. Is there a way to password protect certain Groove pages? We do not have that, Andrew. We password protect membership pages and membership sites. We don't have plans at this moment to password protect Groove pages because we just have a membership platform, and that's connected to a sales system, that's connected to a lot of different things. I don't really understand the point of a password protected GroovePages, the GroovePages page. There may be something that I'm missing, but everything, if you're delivering some content, you already have password protected pages with a membership. Only thing I'm seeing is kind of what we could do later on is a paywall, like you load in the content, but only part of it shows, and it kind of gets blurred out later on. And then there is a automatic buy or pay to see, pay to remove the block or pay to remove the blur or something like that, that you can turn on your page. But I don't think we plan password protection right now. If you think this is needed, please just request a feature on our new feedback portal, and let's see how many people would like that. At this moment, I don't see it as useful, and I also talked about that uh, with our company, like people within our company, and we just didn't find it useful. But if you give us a good use case and explain how that could be used in the future for different things, that we may rethink that. Is there a way to download all affiliate contacts information so we can email them regardless if they actually made a sale or not? Yes, you go into Groove Affiliate reporting, and then you can see all of the affiliates there with an export button. I believe I showed that last time as well. So in the last video, Groove LemonAid number 54, I showed it exactly step by step how to go there. There was an exact question. Let me just see if I can quickly find it. So if you go to the timestamps, if we find export, called export, but affiliate. Here you go. How do affiliates who promote my product download the emails from purchasers? Okay. And this was the explanation for somebody that was asking for its own affiliate program, but it's the same for you as well. So just click over here to 41 minutes 06 timestamp, and you'll be able to see the explanation. Okay. What is Groove implementing other than the platform stream? Will there be a lifetime for Groove members, or will be a different payment added? Not sure I understand. What is Groove implementing other than the platform stream? Will there be a lifetime for Groove members? I don't understand this question. Could you please explain this question a little bit, so I could understand it better? I thought I heard you say earlier that GroovePages sends images optimized for the device. We will have that, yeah. Can you expand on this? Does Groove do this? Are you using Cloudflare to do image optimization? Good question, Brian. So I'm going to explain you what we're doing. We're going to use a platform called Image Proxy. Image Proxy is a system that that's going to do image processing very, very fast. So the main thing what we are doing with this is that it's going to process PNG and JPEG images into WebP images on file upload, and when we are serving the actual images. We do have WebP capabilities, but they're just not as good as we want them to be, and that's why we are actually implementing Image Proxy. We're in the testing phases of that. So what this will also allow us to not only have the best file format for the images, but also in our image library we'll be able to kind of have more options for different resizing and filters. At a later point we'll be able to provide blur and sharpen and pixelate and different adjustments for brightness and contrast and different things like that, because that's allowed by this platform. So once we integrate it, we'll have kind of a powerful image editor kind of a thing in our image library. The first phase of this image proxy integration is to have it process all of our images. We have, I don't know how many terabytes of images uploaded to our own servers, and it has quite a powerful job to do within the first couple of months, and later on we can expand with further things. But what this will also does is not only serve an image file, but it's also going to serve the right size of the image. So if you are watching or if you open the image or a website on a mobile, it doesn't need to load in such a huge image. It's going to kind of serve the image that it needs to load for that small device. So you can have a look what it does. That's what we're implementing, and you'll be able to understand it better. But basically, it's just that what I explained. Okie dokie. Can you import fonts? You cannot import fonts from a file. You can import fonts from Google Fonts through a CSS. Basically, you go on Google Fonts and you find the font that you want that is maybe not added yet into our library, and just through a CSS, you copy what Google gives you, you paste it into the site settings, and you have another font available for you. Can GrooveBlog work with Google AdSense and Amazon Associates? Amazon Associates, yes. Google AdSense, not yet. What we are missing from Google GrooveBlog for Google AdSense is a way to upload a TXT file, or any sort of file to the system of GrooveBlog. That's not developed yet. We will be doing that in the future, but at this moment it doesn't work with that. Google provides you a file that you need to upload into your own blog or somewhere in order to kind of connect with Google AdSense. This is an old style way of doing verifications, but Google still does that. But we don't have that yet in our system. We will have that. Do you know about Europe and regulations of GDPR? Yes, we are actually doing GDPR regulations. The GDPR system is being developed. It is slowly being added also into the platforms like GrooveMail. We have this double opt-in with a checkbox for your terms and privacy policies and things like that. We also added immediately the all of the checkboxes to GrooveWebinar, and all of our future platforms that we're developing are going to have GDPR built in already. From the company's perspective, we are working on the ability to export a user's information, to delete a user's information, not only for our customers, but for your customers as well, so that you can go in there and then kind of handle that for your customers. It is a very complex task. Another thing is that servers need to be on the right place in the right country, and that brings extra level of difficulty to the whole system, and it's a very complex task, but we are working towards that goal to be as GDPR compliant as we can. Alex says, David, I posted my questions on live on Facebook. YouTube only allows 200 characters. Thanks. Okay, not sure if I can see it though. Is it possible to clear or get rid of Groove affiliate cookie? I know it's hard-coded, but I don't know. Oh, this, okay. You cannot, if you already signed up under somebody, or somebody signed up under somebody, that's not possible to remove. That would bring that would allow cheating of the system. We just don't want to allow cheating of the system, because one person could sign up under somebody and then delete that tag and click on somebody else's link and kind of win 100% of the sale. We don't allow that. And even when we allow even when we have the tagging technology for our customers, we won't allow deleting of this kind of hard-coded cookies, because that's just going to bring more problem than benefits to everybody, basically. So affiliate sends someone and that person mark calendar. The day of the event, I send email to the customer with link to GrooveSell offer. When they buy, the affiliate will get commission. Yes, but we don't have that, Sotiris. We have the cookies option. If they actually clicked on somebody's affiliate link, they should make sure that kind of don't click on another link. That's the only way to go around it. Like, for example, in an affiliate contest, you have a lot of affiliates messaging people, and one user may be on multiple affiliates list. So if I, for example, open an email that you sent and not an email that I don't know, Martin Guda sent, for example, I'm going to be kind of your affiliate. But later on, I open Martin Guda's email and I click on his link, then I'm his basically sign up or sale if I purchase after it. So what you're saying, that's kind of right, but they still work with this cookie technology. Wow, GrooveStream is looking great. Thanks for sharing what's coming. GrooveStream will be awesome. Thank you. Yes, it will. I saw during GrooveCon a presentation about Shine On. Is this going to be available to GrooveKart, as currently you can use AliExpress? Honestly, I have no idea why that guy came onto the stage. It was probably because he was passing by and then Mike Long wanted to show off. I do not understand why he needed to come on the stage and what he was doing. Basically, all the presentation that he did was not relevant at all to monetize traffic live event. It was not. So I hope Mike Long and Mike Filsame got that guy by the hand and said, "You're now on GrooveCon. You presented your offer on GrooveCon, so now you need to develop for GrooveKart." Because we reached out to Shine on multiple occasions and they just weren't looking into partnering up. And now, hopefully, knocking on wood, we have kind of a connection to do that. So reciprocity, I really hope reciprocity will happen here. We gave an opportunity for the guy to present under our audience or in front of our audience, and this is going to bring an integration with GrooveKart as soon as possible. This was my comment immediately to Mike Long while the actual presentation was happening. Mike, docs.groovekart.com. This is the documentation to the API. Please get that guy to develop a Shine On integration. And hopefully Mike Long brought over that message. And I really do hope Shine On will happen soon. We did try a couple of times that didn't work out, but we keep trying. What's up with the ugly gray auto hover effect that's automatically added on all buttons now? I hereby order cease and desist on that one. Love you, man. Gray auto hover effect. Let's see. Not sure what auto hover effects this is about. Maybe when we add a button. We were talking about adding auto hover with some opacity. Oh yeah, this is the opacity. Yeah, it actually happened. I wasn't aware of that. It's opacity of the color on the hover, which is something that we wanted. If you select your background to be pink, oops, not of the label, but on the actual button, then this hover should happen also there. Not quite sure what's with this one, but that's something that we were talking about. Not sure if this actually happens on live now. Oh, you cannot see. So I need to look into this because we were only talking about that. Not sure if it went live. So at this moment, I don't see it happening. But previously, when I just brought in another just a fresh button, it was showing the hover effect. Let's see here. Not sure if this is happening on all buttons. Shouldn't be. Let's see. Groove.cm. Not sure what this is about, but we don't have the auto hover automatically. We were talking about that. We thought adding this one with opacity of the color. So it would kind of figure out if you set up the opacity, if you set up the color of the button automatically, it would create an automatic hover effect, which is kind of cool. It makes the button a little bit more interactive, but I don't think we added that in. If you could point me in the right direction where that is happening, then I could look into it. Hey, David Lemon, I'm having issues with GrooveSell checkout link embeds. When I try to embed it, shows nothing, not even a placeholder image. My GrooveSell checkout link redirects to Google search page. There's something wrong with your domain setup. You may have some redirects on your domain that is causing this one. So I cannot point to the problem right now, but it's 100% something with the domain. Try to reach out to the support team so they could look into it for you, but I'm 100% that that's something to do with a domain. Or let's just see, my GrooveSell checkout link redirects to Google search page. Yeah, there may be something that is causing that other than the domain, but I just wouldn't be able to point towards it. Please, Obrel, reach out to our support. They would be able to look into it for you. Will GrooveStream be a paid program for lifetime users? What other programs is Groove building? If you are a lifetime member, nothing, you don't need to pay for anything. If you will be a monthly payment user, you'll pay a monthly payment and just get all of the new apps. But we are not like the Mintware and Convertry and ClickFunnels guys. Convertry came out with a new platform. Convertry is a competitor for our page builder. They have a Convertry and Quizitry that they sell separate. It's basically a quiz platform that is pretty basic. They don't do a lot of features. They came up with Simulatory. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's kind of a visual funnel building platform, but whenever they come up with something, they just sell it separately, and it's just stupid. So yeah, whatever we develop, what is coming from Groove, you're going to get it. There's nothing extra that you need to pay. So if we come up with GrooveStream, you're going to get it as a lifetime member, or if you're a monthly member, you're still going to be able to use it without any extra payments to the access to the platform. So what's still coming? GrooveDesk, Groove Calendar, Groove Funnel Mapping, GrooveStream, Groove Checkout. That's something new that's going to be kind of an extension. We'll have Groove pop-ups that already we have in GroovePages. We're just going to kind of take out the pop-up section and create it as a separate entity, so you could use it on other platforms and also in GrooveBlog and GrooveMember and other places. What else? We'll have, most probably this community thingy will be in GrooveMember, but we may also take it out. We are talking about a community platform that's not confirmed yet, but this is something that we want to do. I cannot come up with new ideas or just something from my head, but all of that is going to be tied in. So if you're not a lifetime member yet, make sure you get it, because we don't take away platforms, we just keep adding on there. Has ADA been covered yet? ADA is something you can do yourself. There are some extensions that you can do, but Groove inbuilt functionalities don't have ADA coverage. Maybe when our SDK comes out, users will develop ADA add-ons that will kind of in one click add on some extra functionality to your pages, but at this moment we don't have. There are sorry, there are additional add-ons that you can have that work through code embeds that add on ADA compliance menu to zoom in the fonts and to kind of change the colors if they are if they are very colorful to less colorful colors and things like that, but we don't have it inbuilt. Okay, I have basically answered that one. Can I identify in the affiliate impression and unique if they are not signing in? I actually answered this one, Helena, at the beginning of the session. I believe your question was the fourth or the fifth one that was answered. So please, when we finish this one, just watch the replay. I answered it in depth. Is there a way to create a one-click sign-up link? I basically answered that one as well, Johnny. I see you posted your question 3 times. First time when I saw it, I answered that. Please have a look at my answer. I also answered this question already. Oh, not this one, I didn't. If I use one of my affiliate links to create a custom landing page on a domain I own, can that satisfy the website criteria for receiving a merchant account? I don't think so, because you're not charging, you're not making any payments. You need to do a page where you're promoting the product that you're planning to sell. You need to receive money in your account, and that's the whole point of a payment gateway. If you have an affiliate product, then you're not receiving the money yourself, but some other platform or some other payment gateway is receiving the money. So what the merchant or what the payment gateway company wants to see is what page, what site you're going to use for selling your product. They want to see if you have all the legal pages added on, if you have I don't know, the security badges sometimes, for not security badge, but the badges for the credit cards, like I accept Visa, MasterCard, Amex, and such. So those are needed in certain cases, and other stuff. I don't really know what payment gateway you want to go with, but from my experience, you need to have a website where they can look into and see the actual where the sales will happen for a specific product. Having Shine on available would be great. Also, I saw they're planning to open factory in Europe. Thanks for your answer. Yeah. We had so many Shine on questions recently before this guy came on the stage. Hopefully this will happen now. I really do hope so. And that's basically the answer from our GrooveKart team as well, because from what we understand right now, that they need to do the integration with the stores and not vice versa. Yeah, all my buttons are doing it even after I select my main color. If I update the link, gray hover comes back and it raises my hover color. Not sure what's happening there, but please reach out to the support so they can look into it. I don't see this on my site, so this is definitely something that needs to be checked. During one of the Groovathons, Mike Filsay mentioned that we can get a free account to FTC Guardian by checking the GrooveKart app. I haven't been able to find it. Abrel, that was our first Groovathon launch. When we had a launch, some of our partners that Groove partnered with were giving out their software as a bonus for those people that joined before or during that launch on a lifetime account. So that's paid accounts only. If you were one of those people that joined during that period of time, then you should have received an FTC Guardian login details. If you create an account, you should have an account with them. If you joined later on, that's not available yet. That was a bonus specifically for that launch, but it was given also to those people that came before or that joined before. So yeah, that has a time constraint. If you didn't get that bonus, that's something that you will not be able to get anymore. We don't partner with them anymore. It's still a very good platform, but they're just not Groove partners anymore. That there was a change in mindset, and we wanted to focus more on developing Groove as a platform and not provide feedback to the other teams that were developing the other products. So yeah, check when you signed up, when you purchased, and you may also consult with the support if you should be if you should have access to FTC Guardian or not. But please understand that was just a bonus during a launch, and it has a time constraint, so you wouldn't be able to get it right now if you didn't join at that time. Yes, when we make any adjustment to a button, an auto hover gray color appears to the background of the button. Seems like a glitch. Once you change a URL to a button already formatted, for example, an auto hover gray background appears, and this means we have to reformat buttons every time we do anything to the button. Hover settings are going to be changing soon, because we are doing an improvement to the hovers. So we'll check this. What about Groove Agency? Groove Agency is not going to be a platform. Groove Agency is going to be just a functionality in your main account. Groove Mapping is basically funnelytics. It's going to allow you to kind of map out your funnel. So you can visually create a map. Go to funnelytics.com or geru.com or something like that, and have a look what they do. Basically, you can put in, okay, if I send traffic with paid ads, I send them to an opt-in page. Then from an opt-in page, they will be redirected over to a sales page. That sales page redirects to an upsell page. The upsell page will redirect over to a thank you page. Then you bring people over to, to an email sequence and such. So you can visually map out everything. And what Groove Funnel Mapping will do is it will allow you to click on the page and open up GroovePages and kind of build out the page that you clicked on. Also, you'll be able to do click on an email and basically edit the emails through GrooveMail. So it's going to be an interactive platform for connecting all of the things at the same time in a 16,000 foot overview. When will the lifetime offer end? Please, this year. We are going to have a launch for Black Friday that is going to be ending for in December 20 something. There were a couple of emails sent out with the dates. I just forget them. And that's going to be the end of our lifetime offer. The new year, we're going into the new year with monthly payments only. An estimation when API SDK will come out next year, but I don't have a clear idea. More or less when is going to be live Groove Agency Groove Mapping next year. Groove Agency is slowly being developed, but what we are doing first is the user roles and permissions. After that, the agency is coming. But next year, yeah. How do I edit the color of the text in a hyperlink on GroovePages? It defaults to a blue color. Yeah, just add a color to the hyperlink. I'm going to show you here. Let me go to the page 2. So I'm going to hyperlink this word podcasts. If I send it to somewhere, I'm going to hyperlink it like this, and now it's blue. So just reselect the words and just add a different color to it. And now you have a red link, as you can see. What you could do also is you could underline it. So it is underlined because it shows that it's a link. But if you click U, then it underlines when you click off, and then it's going to kind of show that it's a link. So when you preview the page, it's going to be a red hyperlink. So the flow is to actually hyperlink it first and then change the color. And you can see it shows the cursor changes to from this selector to a finger to click on that link. So hope that helps. Can I customize the color? You can choose one of those colors, but if you are asking if you can kind of select the color from any color or a hex code, that's not possible right now. It's only those colors that are available in the text styling. All right, so I have been talking for 2 hours right now, and I will be wrapping up. So thank you very much for being here today, ladies and gentlemen. I will be doing another Q&A next week, Tuesday. Basically, I will be doing 2 more Q&As, Tuesday and Friday. Hopefully see you then. If you need any of this assistance in the meantime, you have our support team to reach out to, support.groovedigital.com. Otherwise, see you on the next Q&A on Tuesday. Bye, guys.